In a modest neighborhood lived a young girl named Ruth. She was only 23 years old, but in her eyes burned a deep ambition. Her family had almost nothing. Her mother spent her days under the hot sun selling beignets by the roadside, and despite the exhaustion, she always kept a gentle smile for her daughter. But Ruth no longer saw that smile. She no longer saw the love. All she saw was poverty. Every evening, locked in her small room, she spent hours on her phone watching girls her age on end. They were traveling, wearing luxurious clothes, receiving gifts, living in incredible hotels. Some of them were even from Africa, just like her. And it ate her up inside. Why them and not me? Why must I live this life when I deserve better? Her friends, Aline and Cynthia, had already started making a name for themselves on social media. They often came back to the neighborhood with new clothes, the latest phones, and stories of collaborations. Ruth laughed with them, but deep inside, her heart filled with silent jealousy. One day, she made a decision. She too would become an influencer. No matter the cost. She created her accounts on N. At first, no one paid attention to her. Her videos went unnoticed. But Ruth did not give up. She observed, she copied, she improved. She borrowed clothes, put on makeup, searched for the best angles. She transformed herself. Little by little, followers started coming. First dozens, then hundreds, then thousands. Every notification felt like a drug. She couldn't live without it anymore. Very quickly, she became popular. People in the neighborhood began talking about her. Ruth loved that attention. For the first time, she felt important. She felt seen. One evening, she received a message that would change her life. A man presenting himself as an international agent offered to help her become even more famous. He spoke about travel, spiritual transformation, and reaching a new level of success. He offered her a trip too. Her mother warned her to be careful. But Ruth did not listen. Her desire to succeed had taken over. When she arrived in, everything felt magical. The temples, the colors, the traditions, she shared everything. Her followers kept increasing. She felt unstoppable. In spiritual centers, they spoke to her about energy, transformation, and inner power. Ruth did not fully understand everything, but she saw the results. More visibility, more followers, more attention. Then came the invitations, the trips, the luxury hotels, the meetings. That was how she ended up in. There, the world was bigger, brighter, and more dangerous. Luxury cars, massive skyscrapers, private parties, everything felt unreal. At first, Ruth believed she was simply living the life of an influencer. She took photos, attended events, met wealthy people. But very quickly, she realized that all of this came at a price. The invitations became more personal. The expectations heavier. The offers darker. She hesitated. Then she accepted. Money came quickly. So did the gifts. She even sent money back to her mother, who believed her daughter had simply succeeded through social media. But the truth was different. Ruth was living a double life. A perfect life on, and a hidden life filled with compromises, heavy nights, silence, and regret. She traveled between, and her followers reached incredible numbers. She had become everything she dreamed of. But she had lost something along the way. She had lost her peace. Then one day, everything collapsed. A rumor appeared online, then videos, then accusations. Ruth's name began circulating in the comments. Within days, everything changed. The people who once admired her began to judge her. Compliments turned into insults. Followers disappeared. Brands withdrew. Invitations stopped. Ruth was left alone, completely alone, in a luxury hotel room, surrounded by everything she had ever wanted, but with no one. No respect. No dignity. She looked at her phone. No one was calling. No one was waiting for her. So she made the only decision she had left. She went back home. When she arrived in, the sun was shining just like before. But she was no longer the same. People whispered as she passed. Some recognized her. Others looked away. But in front of the small house, someone was waiting. Her mother. Without asking any questions, she embraced her. And in that moment, Ruth understood something she had forgotten. True love never disappears. Days passed. Ruth stayed quiet. She reflected. She thought about everything. Her choices. Her mistakes. What she had sacrificed for an illusion. Then one day, she decided to speak. She gathered young girls from the neighborhood and told them everything. Without hiding the truth. Without sugarcoating anything. She told them about the pressure of social media. The envy. The fake dreams. The traps hidden behind beautiful images. And she told them this. What you see online is not always reality. Many lives are edited. Many smiles are fake. And sometimes, to reach that level of success, people lose far more than they gain. True wealth is not money. It is not fame. It is not followers. True wealth is dignity. It is inner peace. It is self-respect. Ruth had lost everything, but in truth, she had just found what truly matters. And that is how the destruction of the influencer Ruth became the beginning of a new life. A life less glamorous in the eyes of the world, but finally real.